It's time to go to war. Santiago and De La Calzada. Both of these gentlemen looking to get their first professional MMA win. A monumental achievement for one of these gentlemen. Could happen in the next 15 minutes. We are underway in round one. We'll see what the pace looks like here as things are going to be interesting here going on early. As Santiago and De La Calzada are kind of measuring.
Oh, good kicks right off the bat.
Yeah, we got guys coming out of really strong camps. You know, yeah, Ivan Flores coaching Santiago, and then we have Calzada. He's fighting out of Extreme Go Tour. So both camps compete at a high level. So this will be interesting.
Early on, as you can feel the anticipation inside the Idaho Central Arena.
Back him up, back him up.
A kick-punch exchange between the gentlemen here as De La Calzada and Santiago looking for anything in terms of some early room. 3 5-minute rounds, so plenty of time for these guys. Neither of them look like they're in a hurry to rush into anything.
Noah seems to be a little more accurate with his hit, with his striking.
Yeah, they both seem to have like sort of similar styles.
Yeah, they're kind of canceling each other out.
It's interesting too because a lot of the fights we'll see here at Front Street Fights, somebody has an Idaho connection. Neither of these guys really do.
No, you're right, yeah.
But I think it goes to what we talked about a short time ago, that Front Street Fights is becoming one of the premier regional promotions. And it's a place that fighters want to be, even if they aren't from Idaho or have an Idaho connection.
That was a great combo right there.
A smile on the face of Noah De La Calzada as he walks in on Santiago. I mean, it's been a mirror fight so far. Both men matching kick for punch, punch for kick, step for step.
Oh, the first shot.
Takedown attempt there from De La Calzada. Couldn't quite get Santiago down. Now the two will exchange and wrestle up against the cage, looking for just any piece of momentum. And when you're in this situation here against the cage, I'm curious, I mean, how narrow is that room for error? Because it seems like, you know, as you're just watching, these guys are holding each other, but there's some real fighting going on that it's hard to see.
Yeah, each of them are trying to use the leverage, right? Like that. They're trying to find that leverage to get off the cage for the person that has their back against it, and the person that's pushing against the cage is trying to use that leverage to keep them there. So it's kind of this tit for tat. You kind of have to find that spacing.
Santiago able to get a few shots in off the cage and continuing now in the center as both are pacing themselves in the middle of the octagon. Now it looks like Santiago kind of to walk into the cage here. De La Calzada caught his leg there momentarily.
Pushing away with the teep hit too. That's nice.
Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first round of our co-main event at Front Street Fights 29.
Oh, nice teep.
Both athletes looking just for a little bit of room as it's been close quarters so far.
Yeah, they were doing a good job of pushing them up against the cage, but now we're seeing them both kind of settle in the center and take their space right there in the center and just try to dictate the fight, dictate the pace.
Santiago with a nice low kick there.
Santiago is the one with a shorter reach, but he seems longer to me.
Yeah, he's getting better extension.
Yeah.
He's definitely getting better extension, more commitment.
I think maybe now he's getting those kicks really well. I think maybe now throwing something after that, continuing the...
Yeah, putting it together, right? 3, 4, 5 beat combos.
Going down low, coming back on top, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Nice overhand there from De La Calzada. They call him the closer because he's got that closing power. We'll see if he'll show it to us here tonight as he throws a great right kick right into the thigh. 40 seconds to go.
Both guys are doing a good job of not taking a whole lot of damage. You know, but it seems like they're, maybe I'm wrong on this, but it seems like they're more counter punchers. Like they're both waiting for something to happen.
I think Santiago is pushing a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Santiago with a little bit more pace here in our first round as we have 15 seconds remaining. We'll see if there's a flurry of fists here to end the first, or if they are content to go back to their corners and think about it.
I know that feeling, that tension.
Yeah.
You want to throw something, but you don't know if it's the right time.
Right. Yeah, you want to throw, but you're not sure yet. You know, like, man, do I commit to this?
Especially his counter punches. That was a really good insight there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, after our first 5-minute round here in the co-main event, Santiago looked like he was kind of pushing forward, maybe a slight advantage there, but we'll take a look at some of the replays here. Not a lot to write home about for either fighter, but a good set of pace here to get us going.
Seems like they're just still feeling each other out.
Yeah,
Good
definitely.
shot there.
And it is interesting because some of these fighters, I mean, sometimes they run in the same circles, they're familiar with each other. Sometimes, I mean, they just might be like us, where you look them up, you look up their highlights, you look them up on social media.
Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely going to do your research, right? Especially at the pro level. Amateur level, doing a lot of research.
It's hard.
Sometimes, yeah, it doesn't pay off either because they might drop out and you fight somebody totally different.
Tape study is also a challenge in the amateur world.
Yeah, there's not much tape there. That's what I.
Good luck, right?
Fighters here at Front Street Fights, though. What a privilege. Beautiful, beautiful venue to fight in. A great production team that we get to work with, making this look really, really crisp. So the referee will have a conversation with both fighters, and now we are underway here in the second round of 3 5-minute rounds. Jeremy Santiago, the red corner on your left there, and out of the blue corner, Noah de la Calzada. We'll see with the blue tape on his gloves.
Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder what the ref was talking to him about.
Yeah, that is interesting. I didn't notice anything.
He got some direction from the judges and then had a conversation with him.
You start to see on the left leg of de la Calzada a little bit of swelling there. Santiago is able to deliver a pretty heavy kick there. So we'll see if that plays into it at all.
He's been beating that leg up a lot.
And we saw earlier in the night in a few of our fights, we'll see guys try to really weaken them down and then go for a takedown. Neither one of these men really seem interested in wrestling on the mat so far. But Santiago again continues to put on the pressure.
Good combination.
He needs to trust that.
Yeah.
And keep going.
You can hear the corner yelling, you can wrestle him, which would be a much different strategy than we're seeing in the stand-up game so far.
I think Calzada also needs to commit to his strikes. Just put a little more oomph into them.
Yeah, just extend, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and let him go.
At the same time, there's no reason to rush. We still got plenty of time in this round. About 3.5 to go in our second of 3 5-minute rounds. Calzada probing there with the leg. It's interesting as you watch the eyes of these fighters, especially here at cage side.
Good teeth.
You're interested in where they're looking. Seeing if you could tell what your opponent's going to do, maybe by a slight eye gesture. Reading the face of your opponent in real time.
Yeah, there's a lot of feints happening, but then they're not following with the combination. The feint should be setting up a combo, and they're not following through on that. So you get a feint, and then nothing after that.
I think you kind of see the difference in intention, too, behind these strikes. Santiago is trying to hit him hard.
Yeah.
Whereas Calzada's kind of just throwing things out.
Santiago with the big right.
Yeah, he's starting to connect.
Yep.
Starting to find his distance.
I think you're getting into the, I guess, the portion of the fight now, too, where the cardio and the training. What did your training camp look like as we see our first real big takedown attempt there from Calzada? He's got the ankle.
Listened to the advice of his cornerman and took a shot. He
Santiago
needs to
stayed up, though.
level change a little more, get his hips back under him.
Yeah, Santiago's doing a good job of controlling his head, which is making it difficult for him to change levels and get underneath of him.
Yeah.
Once he loses that head control, though, it's going to be, they're going to go to the ground.
Calzada trying to get that leverage. He's got the strength, just can't quite get the angle to get Santiago in the air.
I think there you go. He needs to run that pipe with his head on the outside. Oh, good on him going for that double leg.
Santiago doing a good job, though, staying against the cage, cutting down the angle.
If he's going to go for that double leg, he has to keep those arms wrapped around his legs, under the butt, not over.
Yeah, Santiago's digging under for that underhook now. Starting to fight back with the hand fight.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Heavy shot to the midsection there, as the knees are starting to...
How much damage are those knees doing, Chino?
Oh, I think that they're doing a lot of damage. They distract, I mean, and, you know, that's a soft spot in the legs.
It takes off your game plan, right? When you hit that common peroneal nerve, that's going to be a stunner.
But I think you also have to be able to use that to your advantage. Knees, go for the takedown,
right?
knees.
Put it together.
You know, yeah,
put it together.
Again, that whole
couple
thing,
knees.
Finally, some separation there as Santiago and Calzada will get out of the corner there. Smiles from both fighters.
Nice body shot, another body shot. He's digging to the liver.
He needs to come back up high.
Yeah, that's his third time to the liver. He threw 2 liver shots with his hand and 1 with the knee. No, but yeah, nothing else, right? Start putting them together, man.
30 seconds remaining in round 2. Fairly even fight so far.
Yeah, Santiago is trying to hit him hard.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to land.
Heavy attempt there with the big right. The windup from Santiago. Calzada did a good job to duck away. Nice kick there to the front side.
Good timing on that.
Less than 10 now. We'll see if these fighters have a flurry. And they seem ready to go back to their corners. Show of respect at the middle of the octagon. We will go to our 3rd and final round. I'm curious, as we'll take a look at some replays here momentarily, what are your thoughts in terms of who has the edge here? It seems, almost even.
Yeah, I think Santiago has a little bit more of an edge. I think the intentions behind what he's throwing is a little more significant, and he's kind of controlling a little more. I feel like, with that takedown, Calzada with that takedown, he did it, you know. So again, I think back to the whole whatever the judges are looking at. I think the control time that Calzada has, I don't know if that's enough to beat the control time of Santiago, though. So
yeah, and then, you know, as someone just pointed out, they're both coming off of a knockout loss. Yeah. So they're afraid to commit, you know. So one of the guys that's been cage side for quite a few of these, MJ, has pointed out, like, look, man, both these guys are coming off of a knockout loss. That might be playing in mentally, like, hey, if I commit and I get caught.
Yeah. Okay, 5 minutes up on the clock. Final round here in our co-main event between Jeremy Santiago and Noah De La Calzada. Santiago in the red, you can see there on your left. Calzada, the blue corner.
Santiago is sticking those jabs really well. I think now he can, like, play with them a little bit. He knows he can hit him with that jab. Now he needs to, like, play with it, mix it up, feint, jab a couple times, you know, mix it up a little bit.
See that Santiago's hands, though, are starting to come down just a little bit. Might be a sign of him getting a little tired. Calzada seems to be able to keep his hands right up at his chin.
Yeah, see, right here is where they need to be working that jab. Like, as soon as we're in that fighting measure or that distance where we can touch each other, I need to be touching you, man. You need to be respecting that distance.
Santiago appears to be in control here. If you're Calzada, wondering what you need to do to maybe finish this thing.
Yeah, both corners are calling for their fighters to let their hands go. Both of them understand that this might be used against them if it goes to the judges, like your inactivity.
And fighters, you know, you never want it to go to the card. You want to finish it inside.
Yeah. And it can be frustrating to be on the fighter side of it too. It's like, man, I can't get anything to work. I'm not sure how to take this guy apart.
Well, there's just tough people out there. You hit them,
yeah, you hit him and nothing happens.
Yeah. Calzada just took a shot there that would put me on the couch for 2 weeks, but he's still standing up there. A little more than 3 minutes to go here as Santiago and Calzada exchanging.
Yeah, Calzada's left leg starting to get beat up.
Yeah, you see him trying to, like, switching.
Yeah, he's trying to hide it.
That was set up early in the first round. Oh, now you see a little bit of a cut there on the right cheek. The right cheek
A lot
of
of cuts
Calzada.
tonight.
Yeah.
Under 3 to go here in the 3rd round. Santiago looks like he's gotten into a little bit of a position in the control here as Santiago drawing some blood on the face of Calzada. Calzada, though, stoic, maintaining his entire pace that we've seen this matchup. And a great
Great combo. Good combo.
Calzada needs to maybe use his strikes, get into a takedown. His cornermen really want him to get that takedown.
Yeah, they want him to get that takedown.
Yeah, and I think either timing Santiago coming in or using his own strikes to get in is going to be the only way to do it.
And watch Santiago, too. He's keeping him honest with those leg kicks. Ooh, he's swinging for the fences there. A high head kick. That'll knock him down as Calzada's sprawling up against the fence.
He's still fighting, though.
Santiago is giving him an opportunity to get up here, saying, let's finish this.
Yeah, he wants it on the feet.
I think that's smart on Santiago's.
Big shots here from Santiago. He hit Calzada.
Second time he went down. Santiago's not going to let it. He's not going to play it. He wants it on the feet.
Minute 50 to go here in our final round of the co-main event is Santiago activating now. Calzada in trouble. He goes down. The referee is going to call that. That's going to be a TKO on punches for Jeremy Santiago. His first professional win in the co-main event of Front Street Fights 29.
Big overhand right, I believe.
Yeah, once he started putting those combinations together, he started punching, started landing, and that was it, man. That other clock got activated, right? Which is the countdown until you get finished. You know, once they get your number like that and they start connecting, they've got your rhythm. It's now there's a different clock you're fighting, which is the clock until you get knocked out, right?
And you could tell that De La Calzada, he knew he was on that clock as he kind of went to the ground fairly easy 3 times in a row.
Trying to bait him.
Yeah, baiting him.
Bait him in.
But Santiago here in the 3rd round really cashing in some shots here. A TKO on punches will be the official decision that we'll get here coming up in a few minutes. But let's take a look at the replay here as we watch this. At this point, late in the 3rd round, Santiago.
He started mixing it up. He started mixing up his combos up, high, low.
And that high head kick was kind of the beginning of the end.
Yep. See how he's mixing it up here? Some body shots coming up high.
Yeah, those body shots are making those hands come down, right?
Down, yes.
Now, Paul, you pointed out that both of these gentlemen had come off of knockout losses, something that might be in your head of, hey, I know what territory I'm in right now. I want to go to the distance. The referee, though, did a great job in terms of saying, nope, get up, let's keep fighting.
This was a really good 0-1
matchup,
you know.
Sure. Now, what do you think, Sheena, when you see somebody get hurt like that, like you've opened them up, they're bleeding, do you turn it up?
Oh, for sure, absolutely,
yeah. So some people will say, look, man, be careful because they might not be hurt and they might let you just burn themselves out.
I think it's a fine line between being careful and being aggressive, especially as we get to that pro division. I think you have to just learn that fine line.
Yeah, they're a little more gamey, right? They're a little more smart.
This fight has been called at 3 minutes and 20 seconds of round 3 by TKO. Your winner, fighting in the red corner, Jeremy Santiago.
Jeremy, your first win, man. Very crisp, really strategic. Can you walk us through that fight?
We were just working off of the jab and trying to just work off of that. We've been training it. I didn't imagine him to fight orthodox. I thought he was going to fight southpaw this whole time. So we just got to change up the game on the spot. So it's really good.
Fantastic. Hey, all the way from Hawaii. What are you thinking about Idaho? What do you think about the venue?
I love it. I really just have to thank God for just blessing me with an amazing community because I wouldn't be here without them. I wouldn't be here without my church, my gym, my family, all my friends. They're just such a blessing, and I just want to praise God for just this win and also just for praise my community too because they're just amazing.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Jeremy Santiago.